All right, Lobo fever is all around us. It's going to reach a pitch tonight. The men's basketball team takes on Air Force over at the Pit.
Yeah, and you can bet the Pit will be packed, especially with the team being tied for its highest ranking all year. We're talking 15th in the country.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. We wanted to see if you could still score a seat to the big game, though. We sent our News 13's David Romero to the Pit to find out. So, David, give us some good news here.
Well, here it is, Elizabeth. Behind me is, of course, where the madness will be taking place tonight. And according to the UNM ticket office reps, they tell us they have only about 150 or so tickets left in the entire Pit for tonight's game. And those reps also tell us that's been the trend all season long. One big difference this year from last year is that tickets are selling farther in advance. They also tell us that for the remaining games this year, there are still some seats left available in the lower bowl of the arena. And of course, you know that's where it's going to get the rowdiest. That's where fans get revved up the most. And this is something that makes students proud to be a Lobo.
It's also really good just for the state, you know, being from New Mexico, being an Albuquerque native, just seeing the transition from, you know, after Danny Granger went pro, we kind of, you know, had a rough time, and then now we're getting it back together. And
Yeah, it's pretty happy to say you go to a school that they rank in basketball. You know, I play basketball myself, so it's a good thing for them. I might catch one of their games, though, this year before it's over with.
And if you're not one of the lucky ones that gets to see the Lobos in person tonight, you can catch them on TV. The game will be televised on My 50 and Root. Now, My 50 is Channel 50 on both Dish and DirecTV, as well as Channel 12 on Comcast. Root is 414 on Dish, 683 on DirecTV, and 261 on Comcast. And if you don't see the Lobos tonight, they are going to be in playing UNLV in Las Vegas on Saturday. Back to you.
All right, very good to know. David, you forgot one thing, though. You forgot your Lobo gear.
It's on underneath. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, it's cold out there. All right, David, thank you. By the way, club seats for tonight's game are now half price, just $50 each, but you better hurry and get them because there are only about 100 left. And you will notice more security workers at UNM today, but this isn't because of tonight's game.
No, it's because the university just hired them because of two women who say they've been attacked and groped on a campus recently. Now take a look at this. UNM police have just released a sketch of what they say two of these men look like, saying one of them here has a crooked front tooth. Police say they groped a woman who was jogging near Johnson Field last week, and they say a different man groped a woman near Central and Yale just this week on Monday night. Police have set up an online tip line, hoping to get more information about whoever is attacking these women. You can email police. It is policetips, all one word, at unm.edu. And when the latest attack happened on Monday night, UNM did send out an alert about it, but some folks didn't get it until more than an hour later, and we wanted to know why. Well, UNM's emergency manager says it's because of a problem with Twitter, cell phone companies sending out the alerts at different times, and that students and staff get the alerts faster than everyone else does. For example, UNM sent out the alert about the woman getting groped about 10:28 to be exact. So some students didn't get it until nearly 20 minutes later, and we didn't get it until more than an hour later. Well, to stop this from happening, UNM is now retraining its workers who send out these emergency alerts.
A high-profile case with UNM's former president and an online prostitution situation is set to go before state Supreme Court later today. And at the same time, legislators at the Roundhouse are talking about a bill that would close a loophole that's at the center of that case. Former UNM President F. Chris Garcia was allegedly a key figure in Southwest Companions, a website that links Johns and prostitutes. In 2011, he was arrested and charged with promoting prostitution, but a judge later ruled that under current New Mexico law, a house of prostitution must be a physical place. Republican Representative Tim Lewis of Rio Rancho has put in a bill that makes using a website or any type of similar forum to promote prostitution a felony.
To me, it's a simple fix. It's a no-brainer. I think most people would agree. House of prostitution includes, anything online as well.
Lewis's bill would apply to future cases, not the Garcia case.
Well, the man accused of trying to kill his neighbor for being too loud last month is set to be in court in just a few hours. Marco Rodriguez Dominguez wants bond so he can get out of jail. He's been there since September. It's when Albuquerque police say he and this other man burst into their neighbor's apartment here on McLeod and San Mateo and stabbed him, saying his daughter was jumping up and down in the living room and being too loud. Dominguez faces attempted first-degree murder and other charges. the third teen involved in the Valencia High School football hazing incident and spending his first full day on probation today. In fact, Curtis Peralta is set to be on probation for the next year and a half. It's after he admitted that back in 2010, he watched two other teens hold down another kid and sexually abuse him. Peralta did not take part in that, but he did not try to stop it, and he didn't tell anyone about it afterward. The other two teens are spending the next 2 years on probation.
Around 9 this morning, attorneys will meet to discuss the murder charges against Alfonso Thompson and Shalaka Burker. They are accused of murdering two young mothers last April at an Albuquerque apartment complex. Police say the three women got into an argument, three women that were in that apartment complex, and then Thompson started shooting. Investigators in Los Alamos are still looking for the woman who robbed a bank there yesterday. She walked into the Los Alamos National Bank in White Rock around 1:30 in the afternoon and demanded the teller put the money in a plastic grocery bag. She got the cash and took off.
If you live in Albuquerque's Northeast Heights, and you probably heard a lot of commotion last night, there was a SWAT bust. And Sky News 13 caught everything from the sky. It happened soon after officers served a search warrant near Constitution and Morse. As you can see, there were a lot of police cars and officers in that area, an awful lot of them. Now, at this point, police are not releasing any information on what that warrant was for or who it was for. Bringing more information when we get it.